Hello, artists. I'm going to show you some things about using color and value to make things look far away. I have already done some painting of my sky, and now I'm going to start on the far away land back there. One thing about that is you want the colors that you pick to be kind of dull. Not always dark, but dull, kind of grayish, to make them look far away the best. So I'm going to go to my color picker, and the Copic marker colors are great for this, for this part. I'm in my green color family, and there are all kinds of colors in here that I could use, and I'm going to use G85, and that's a nice grade green. It's going to make everything look nice and far away. And one cool thing about some of the Copic colors, it'll show you what colors are the complements. And that could come in very handy if you need to create a shadow, because those two colors are going to blend together to make a chromatic gray, which are great colors to use to create shadows. And we talked about that a little bit with our oil pastel landscape in the 2021 second semester. So now I'm going to enlarge a little bit so this is easy to do. And I'm using my watercolor brush, I believe. Yep. Try out the different brushes. And the other thing I want to show you is I am working in this layer. It's above everything. And I accidentally painted in a couple of layers that I really didn't want to paint in. So I will have to be careful about that in the future. If you paint in a layer other than where you have where you've drawn, it keeps your drawing part really safe, and we can turn off the drawings and get rid of your pencil lines altogether. And I'm going to keep my brush or my stylus in contact with my screen to keep one coat of paint on there. If I pick my brush up and start painting someplace else, or start over in that area, it's going to come on. Where's my paint? Oops, I accidentally changed colors. It's painting white, actually. So I'm going to go back to my color picker and pick my G85 again. Okay, make sure to move. You put your fingers on there pretty firmly. Okay, so I'm going to go back and put some more color on there, and I'm going to make my brush a little bit bigger again. Actually, far back here, I'm going to make that come down a little further. And we can blend, and I'll show you the blending tools, which I didn't think about when I was making that first video. See some places where I'm going into the other areas that, I want to go back and fix. But that's one of the cool things about using layers. You can go back. It's easier to erase a mistake. Like here, oops, I went way too far into my carrot. I can fix that. Oops. That's another thing I've noticed. If you get too close to the edge, it makes reduces your screen. Okay, I can blend that and make it better. Okay, so I'm going to go with my eraser, and I can just take that out. That is a definite advantage that, oops, that iPad users have over people who are doing actual physical paintings. Because when you're doing a physical painting, you cannot do this, especially with watercolor. Okay, oops. I forgot to add some more. Another layer of that green. Okay, so I don't want to use that all the time because it won't show distance quite as well if I use it all the time. So now I'm going to go back to my greens, and I'm going to pick sort of a brighter green, but not like full-on green. Let's see what. Oops. Okay, we'll do that area, and let's scroll all the way to the bottom and use one of the colorless brushes to do some blending. That's how I made the sky and my candy look soft. And this is gonna I'm going in circles, sometimes up and down, side to side. And that can soften some of those areas where I got too many, where I accidentally put a layer or had to stop and do something else. That's looking pretty good. Let's go back to I'm going to blend some more of that green. And bring it more down into here. Don't just go like that and, a little bit and try to spread it everywhere, because it's just not going to work very well. I kind of like that look. Okay, let's blend that in. Like this colorless angular brush, that's a really nice one for getting good blending. Some of the other ones, that's pretty good too. Actually, ooh, that's big. That one goes a little bit quicker. Some of them, like this one, the smudge flat bristle brush, that might be better for an acrylic look. There was one, maybe that one, the colorless soft brush. That's kind of more erasing, I feel like. There was one that was really smudging things out around strangely, and that I didn't like at all. I'm going to go. Let's go back to that brush. I like that one. Okay, now I'm going to come to a brighter green. I'm going to use a yellower green for closer, because cool colors go back, warmer colors come forward. So I'm only going to go like halfway up with this. And I'm going to put more down close to the road, down towards the bottom, because that I'm going to want to be yellower. So let's get a blending brush. Actually, here's that little trick. I'm going to pull that over and put it with my brushes that I'm using. Where'd that other brush go? Texture Essentials. I'm going to put those two brushes in there too. So I'm going to blend some. So now we're starting to see the effect a little bit more. And I might go back and put a little bit more of that grayish green. Okay, let's go to my, yellow greens. Let's look at yellow green 07. Put that. My blender. Okay. You can put the colors over top of each other, and the farther back I get back here, the less warmer, the less yellowy colors I'm going to use in the sky. Let's blend those a little bit, but the idea is warmer colors come forward, Yellow is a warm color. And cooler colors, grayer colors go back in general. Okay, let's get the eraser. Oops, let's make that a little bigger. Clean that up a little bit. Okay. There's the idea with the grass going back. Same idea with blue. You're going to pick, if you have water, you're going to pick grayer blues for the water, and brighter blues. You can't pick a yellowy blue because there is no such thing really, because blue and yellow do what? They make orange, or they make green. So keep that in mind, and I will show you a quick example with the acrylic. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.